What's up, you guys? Shaun Allen here. This is a one-take video, so I apologize in advance if I stutter or if I say something incorrectly, but I'll do the best I can here for this one-take video. Yes, this is another piece of information for you guys in case you're heading to the Disneyland Resort because it will be affecting your next trip, possibly when you leave the parks. Well, definitely when you leave the parks because this is what's going to happen. So, by the way, hope you guys are having a great day. It's been insanely hot these last few days, and my room, for some reason, all of the heat just gravitates in here. It's like the living room, the kitchen, my mom's and my dad's rooms, they're all nice and cooled off, but it's like all the heat just comes right in here. It's like, why? I've got my own fans and everything on. The doors are wide open. Anyways. So, here we go. This is what's happening right now at Disneyland. So for the longest time, in fact, for many years, Disneyland has had what they call when you leave the parks, you get your hand stamped, right? And it would be your left hand because, this is trivia for you guys, Walt Disney was left-handed, so to keep with tradition, you would have your hand stamped on your left hand instead of your right because of Walt Disney writing with his left hand. So that's kind of cool, right? Well, apparently, they're doing away with this. Now, I know what you're thinking. Great, so how are we going to be able to get back into the parks without getting our hand stamps? Well, here's what they're going to be doing now. This is only going towards people that are getting like one-day hopper tickets or two-day hopper tickets. This doesn't apply to the annual pass holders, so I'm just going to throw that out there right now. What they're planning on doing is that once you show them your ticket at the front gate, what's going to happen is that not only are they going to scan it, but they're also going to take your picture. Now, they already take your picture if you have an annual pass holder, and you don't need to retake it again because you already have it in. They already have it in their system, so they don't need to retake your photo. But what's going to happen is that when you get your one-day hopper ticket or two-day hopper ticket, depending on what day you go on, they're going to take your picture as you enter the parks. And there's pros and cons to this. Some people think that a con might be that the lines will be longer because they're having to take your photo every single time as people walk in. Honestly, I don't think that's a problem because how long does it take to take a photo, right? You scan it, take a picture, then you probably scan the card again or your ticket again, so that way it's programmed with your picture and your ticket together in the system. Another thing that I think is actually a positive is that this will really cut down in terms of people getting into Disneyland for free, because my guess is that some people may have taken their ticket that they had gotten that day and maybe transferred to somebody else saying, here's my ticket, go have fun. Well, guess what? That's not going to happen anymore, because what's going to happen is that if you get your ticket and it was somebody else's and if they already taken that person's picture, it's not going to match with you and they'll think maybe you stole it. So I think that's actually a positive thing because obviously you need to pay in order to get into Disneyland. I mean, that's obvious, right? And it's been that way for 60 years, right? You have to pay in order to get admission. So you're not going to get a free ride out of this one. I'm sorry. Unless you work for Disney and then you have the special exclusive, like unlimited free access, right? But I think this is actually a good thing because that's probably what's been going on, where people may have handed out their tickets to somebody else and they got into Disneyland for free when they shouldn't have, but they had to pay for their own separate ticket. So that might cut back on that. So will that cause the attendance to go down? Personally, I don't really know. In fact, some people, like I said, say that the lines might be affected by this. So I know that there will be a time where the lines might be super long because of this, but you know what? If you go like mid-afternoon, the lines are not that bad, obviously, but definitely during the summer times or like the holidays, it's going to be really messy. So that's what's going on right now. They're getting rid of the stamp as you exit situation there at Disneyland. I believe they've already done it with Disney California Adventure. Maybe they're beta testing it for a little bit, but it is official now that they are going to be removing the stamps, and they're now going to have you basically they're going to take your picture when you enter Disneyland. So for those of you who do not like having your images taken, you're probably not going to want to go to Disneyland now because they're going to take your picture no matter what if you want to get inside the parks, either Disneyland or Disney California Adventure. Now, when you re-enter the park, obviously they're going to scan your ticket, and obviously your picture will show up, much like what they would do with the annual pass holders, because when I show them my annual pass, my this ugly mug shows up on their scanner and is like, oh yeah, this is Shaun, let him in. So, anyways, that's what's going on. I hope this doesn't affect anybody's plans. For those of you who don't like having your image taken or whatever, but I mean, who doesn't want to have their image taken at Disneyland, right? I mean, that's the whole point. You take pictures while you're there. You do videos like this guy. And so that is one of the new changes that's coming up to Disneyland. And yes, I have heard about the whole situation with Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't really get it. I don't personally want to get into that whole topic because I don't want to get into a situation where I'm confronting, fans of that, saying that, oh, this is good, this is bad. I'm not going to go into that situation. Plus, I think for me personally, that's not a G-rated material for this channel. So I'm going to leave that out, okay? But I do know the situation. Am I happy about that? Am I upset about it? I'm kind of in between. I'm one of those type of people that's like, who cares? But yes, it is ruining a classic scene in Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously, and it is one of the scenes that Walt Disney himself, thought of with his Imagineers. And if you guys look through history, yeah, that's kind of what they did originally, but obviously, with Disney nowadays, they want to try to do something that's, politically correct or whatever it is. But you know what? We're going to leave that to the Imagineers. And please don't give any hate, because I'm not really saying if I like the idea or if I dislike the idea. I'm kind of in between. But just give them a chance to try out this new idea. And obviously it's going to be the new, the latest scene now for Pirates of the Caribbean. And, people like to jump ahead and, hate something before it's even, available. Perfect example is Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, right? Everybody's going to be like, oh, the ride's going to be terrible. Well, guess what? Those people are saying they love the attraction. Honest to God, that's 100% true. So give it a chance, you guys. This isn't going to happen until next year because they got a huge refurb coming up. They already had a refurb, so now they're doing another one. Right. So I don't exactly know when the opening date of Pirates of the Caribbean with this new scene added in will be open and available to the public, probably summer, kind of like what happened this year, where they had it closed for a while and then they reopened in I think it was May. So yeah, May 26th I think that was. So give us some time, we'll see what happens. Obviously the brunette's still going to be there, and best thing of all is that she's a pirate. And actually my mom brought up a very good point. Nowadays, with the new Pirates of the Caribbean films, there's going to be they're obviously female pirates now in Pirates of the Caribbean. It kind of started with a little bit of Elizabeth Swann, but then we definitely got into the whole female pirate genre with Penelope Cruz on Stranger Tides. I still haven't seen Pirates 5, which is Dead Men Tell No Tales, so I can't really say anything about that, but obviously we do have female pirates in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, so it isn't that big of a deal, to be honest with you, because since we have female pirates in the movies, it's kind of obvious that we would have them in the ride itself. But I think it's kind of an interesting twist with the character of the brunette. But again, we'll see what happens. But if you guys haven't seen the concept art, she's holding that gun up yeah, I mean business. Don't mess with me. But anyways, more of that stuff coming later on down the road. By the way, for those of you guys who are wondering, will I be going to Disneyland when Disneyland Railroad opens? No, because I have blackout dates that day when it reopens. So, and it's literally we're approaching that time when the Disneyland Railroad will be open, plus Fantasmic's coming back. I think it's this week, actually. So, yeah, it's going to be very hectic over there at Disneyland these next couple of weeks because we got Fantasmic coming back. Obviously, we got the Tom Sawyer Island open and running. We don't have the Mark Twain and the Columbia open just yet, but they will be very soon. And then the Disneyland Road will be open, so they've been doing all these tests. I have seen videos of them testing the trains. And let me just say that I am so excited to see the trains on the railroad again because it just gets me excited when I see them. And especially cool when I see them testing out the new track and everything. Well, I haven't seen, the actual scenery for, Rivers of America or, Frontierland. I have seen a little bit of a clip of it, but mostly I've stayed spoiler-free, so thankfully I haven't seen any videos about what Tom Sawyer Island looks like or what the new scene is for Rivers of America for the Disneyland Railroad, so I still don't know what's going on back there. I know Fresh Baked, and I think Mr. Cheesy Pop did something about that, and I don't know if, no, not Justice Scar, because he's somewhere else. But they've obviously done videos there, but I have not seen their videos because I want to stay spoiler-free until my trip in August, which is August 23rd. So even though it's not going to be as big of a shock to everybody to see what the Disneyland Railroad is going to look like when it's already open by the time I get there, but it'll be fun for me because I'll be seeing it for the very first time without seeing anybody else's videos, because I wanted you guys to see that reaction on my face when I see everything. It's going to be a lot of fun. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button. It's greatly appreciated. By the way, what do you guys think about this new situation with the removal of the stamps, or the hand stamps, and just taking your picture? Honestly, you know, it's not going to be that big of an issue. They just scan your ticket, they take your picture, and probably scan your ticket again, and then you're in the park, right? They just need to rescan your ticket when you re-enter the park and make sure that your face matches what they have on the records. So we'll see what happens. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you like this video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button. I'm going to try to stay on top of all this news coverage for Disneyland. Obviously, this is brand new, and I wanted to get this one out as soon as possible. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys next time here on the Disneyland video series. By the way, I'm uploading brand new vlogs on my second channel tomorrow. I got a very cool gameplay of The Angry Chef. This was the game that I basically helped create with me and 3 other members of my team at Cal State Northridge during my last semester at CSUN. It's finally going to be up, my gameplay that I did, and it's really, really cool. So that's going to be up on my second channel tomorrow on Wednesday. I think it's going to be up at like 10 or 10:30 a.m. So be sure to check that out. Also, be sure to check out my educational series channel. I'm starting up a brand new series of how to use YouTube. In other words, how to create a YouTube channel. Already, we started actually creating a channel. And in the next couple of days, I'll be showing you guys how to upload videos. And then pretty soon, I'll learn how to create playlists and how to block words and stuff like that. So be sure to check out my educational series channel. And I also posted a new, what was it? My kind of lost track there for a second. I also posted a brand new train video on the Travel Town series. Go and check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time here on the Disneyland video series. Bye-bye.